All right, Kenman here. Today, I couldn't wait to meet you. Prime. Got a big box, got a nice big craziness in here. Crazy? Everything this guy does is crazy. I know. But this is another kind of wacky doodle purchase. I have tendencies. I'm looking for things. I find things that are just... Here we are. Let's just dive right in. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Bag on the floor. All right, what is in here? Unknown box. This one is one of those ones that might get a little interesting. Not a whole lot of information provided. I see something right here, made in Pakistan. So there's that going for you. Boom, boom. Let's get rid of this tape. Obviously, it's a smaller knife. The size of this box that it's in, it's probably a tiny little thing, huh? Anybody have any guesses before we go? Did I already write it in the description? Did I take a photo of it for the... Yeah, who knows? All right, here we are. Wow, look at that sheath. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's about to get weird up in here. Look at this ugly thing. All right. And boom. Let's just go. Get to the knife, Kenman. Oh. Wow. Holy crap. Can you see that in the video? All that oil that's in this bag. There, right there. You see that? Ugh. I am going to need a paper towel or 10. Holy God. Bag on the floor. I can't even set this down. Look at, oh my God. They oiled the hell out of this. I'm going to grab some paper towels. You can hear me. I'm in the other room. And I'm getting paper towels, and you're staring at almost nothing. Ta-da! Paper towels. Okay. This is some serious oil action. Look at that. It's in the box. This was an inexpensive knife. Box on the floor. So we got to give it that. Doesn't look like there's any oil on the crazy thick sheath. All right. Sorry for the reveal here, but this is definitely... Holy. Oh my God. I don't even know. Can you see it? See that? That looks wet because it is. So, I mean, is that a make or break? No. But wow, that is gross. This thing is a Damascus blade that is absolutely covered. I have never... It's like they poured an ounce of oil in the bag with the knife before they packed it up. Oh my God. I don't know if you can... If that... Okay, see, look here where I wiped. Look up there. It's just completely crazy looking, but covered in oil. This is for real. Look at all that. Ugh. But what a funky knife, huh? Okay, we're almost to a point where I can start the unboxing and first impressions here. But wow, it's just gnarly, dirty paper towels on the floor. I would usually just use a couple of my cloths, but man, this is like No joke. Is everyone enjoying me, watching me wipe off a knife? Wasn't what we were expecting today, but we're going to have to do that real quick. I apologize. Thanks for bearing with me here to kind of get this at least clean enough for us to do a first impressions of. Holy man, that was like, anybody comment below. Have you ever gotten a knife that had that much oil on it? I know they put a little extra on there sometimes for shipping just to kind of make sure everything is properly lubricated. But that was enough to lubricate frickin' 100 of these. Okay. We are somewhere. All right. Oh, that feels... My hands are just... Ugh. All right. Now I'm going to try to wipe off my hands on my... Go ahead and just get them all over my jeans and this paper towel here and try to get to a point where I'm not so oily. Probably oil down in those. Wow, those go all the way through. I wasn't sure if they did. Okay, we are going to start this review of a knife that I don't have a lot of info on. Like I said, this is Pakistan-made camel bone Damascus steel tracker hunting knife. That's what we're calling it. So we have a Damascus blade with a interesting looking pattern going on there. Crazy shape too. Then we have a bone handle. Scrimshaw, anyone? Look at the size of this. This is camel bone, which is interesting. This is actually the first one I got where it actually said what kind of bone it was. I think some of them are bovine, camel. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested, but it seems that sometimes when you're buying some more inexpensive knives, they don't give you as much information, like 440A steel and bone handle. Thank you very much. This thing is gnarly. What does everyone think about this? What a weird looking knife. What a crazy shape. It's like a notch cut razor blade for like straight push. And then a curved sharp edge there. You've got these crazy saw. Those are sharp. And then it has these, see these notches? Notch, notch, notch. And then opposite side kind of gives it like a design kind of texture. And then that follows all the way down. Is that in focus? And it looks like there's more oil coming out of this thing. Kidding me? It looks like the bone is going in between those. Like they cut the bone. See that? Or is that an extra piece? I can't quite tell. But those grooves that go all the way down there, those are not spaces in between there. That is filled in with material. So that's quite interesting. The handle does have these holes where so the way that they pinned it together, the pins are actually hollow. That's an interesting look. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this knife. It's crazy looking. It was inexpensive. I think it was all of like $20 or so. And as you know, I am getting ready to get started on this Scrimshaw project. If you haven't seen, check out one of the videos right there. But I do have I got the Rough Rider Scrimshaw kit. Basically, I'll show you a little photo. This was, this is Scrimshaw. So what you do is you take bone or a tooth or different materials and you physically scratch and carve a design or a pattern into it. Then you put ink over that and then wipe the ink off. And then when you wipe the ink off, it stays in the recessed little areas and you leave these little designs. These are some of the old classic sailor kind of designs that used to be done back in the day when they're on the ships trying to pass the time. But I bought several. Go ahead and look at that oil. Bunch of Scrimshaw blades right here. These are all bone handle knives. So I'm definitely excited about this. If you haven't seen in some of my videos, I kind of talk about I'm an artist, and the way I like to do things is I like to engulf myself in things that I can use for a project, look at them, get some inspiration, and then I can start. So these are all bone. They all are ready to accept some Scrimshaw customization on these handles. These cool lockbacks are fun. I am not into these knives especially, but I'm getting more into them now by purchasing several and kind of getting interested in doing some customizations with them. So that is exciting. These big lockbacks makes me want to buy one of the Bucks. I never really was a fan. I like one-handed, single-hand open knives, and these are different, but I'm very interested in it. I'm going to pursue it some more. This is a little fixed blade that I did pick up. It's got a nice, real small feel. Feels really good for doing some small work. And then this pig of a knife. This is just a ridiculous knife with a big handle that could do some cool Scrimshaw stuff too. So yeah, I'm going to put these aside, but stay tuned. We have some custom work going into these bone handles that'll be happening very soon. What does everybody want to see? I like natural, the bone, it looks cool. You've got these just natural, the way that it grew on the animal can have some different textures and kind of lines and things in them. Just got natural look. This is a nice little fixed blade. It makes me want to carry a smaller fixed blade. I don't really do that, but I expose myself to different things in the knife world, and as I've been doing that, I found myself more intrigued. Oil everywhere. I wonder how long it's going to keep leaking out of this. Oh, it's all over the back of my hand again. Wow. Apologize for this being a video about oil, but man, I tell you what. Okay, so not a whole lot. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. The Scrimshaw project is coming up. If anybody's done it before, if they have any advice or thoughts, let me know. What does everyone think about this crazy tracker hunting knife with the Damascus steel that I'm not quite sure the composition or the hardness? I know that's a bone handle from a camel. This is really cool looking knife. I mean, it's one of those ones as a kid, you see it and it doesn't matter what the quality is. It's just funky, and so you enjoy it. And that was kind of where it was. Man, this is a tight fit. There we go. So there it is in the sheath. I don't know how that works. How you would tie your belt onto that. Again, this was inexpensive. The fact that it even came with this big sheath in the first place. Let's see if I can get it out without cutting myself. Wow, what a hog. This thing is stupid ridiculous. I like it. It's going to be fun. We'll do some custom work with it. And then it'll just be something that I may never cut anything with it or may never use it other than just as an item to look at and say, look at this crazy looking thing. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Ooh, get your finger in there for some cuts. Tell me if you know what this part is for, if that specific reason for something like that, when they could just have that blade whip around, or is it just for style? Anyway, subscribe if you'd like to see more. It helps me out. I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.